Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Siren Frost, and we are starting off this deck profile video, two of them actually, and on August 1st, 2024, so it's been maybe like a couple of weeks since I've done a last video on some updates or some debuts and stuff, but I did take a couple of weeks off to just, try recuperate some things, try to figure things out, and all that small stuff. But it's over and done with, and I'm hopefully get back into doing more videos for you guys, because I know I'm been a little far behind on all the collection, because they're really hard to come by now, because I just cannot afford a lot of cases. But I have two new deck profiles for you guys today. So in this video, we're going to be doing my very first Faded 1 deck, and it's the Lyrical Monasterio Faded 1 of ever-changing Krysrain. Now, quick backstory. This deck was actually the owner name is Mikoto, aka Miton, and I guess you could say she's been chosen to enter the Faded Clash, much like Anika and Now, along with the other ones. Okay. And her goal is to be more just a pop idol, because she is actually a pop idol and a gamer, obviously. Now, I can relate to her to a certain degree, because I've been getting a lot of backlashes from people, a lot of hate comments, and it's a lot of the comments on social media that really affects us to the core, and so I can relate to her. And in a way, it broke my mental psyche a little bit. So, but she's changed from it. She's grown, and I'm hoping in season 2. I think today's episode. No. Today's only a Thursday, so that's right. I think tomorrow's Vanguard premiere, or Vanguard Destiny showdown between her and the other girl who is also Lyrical Monasterio. Now, I don't know what her reasons why she joined the clash, but she might have her own reasons. But we're about to find out tomorrow, so that'll be fun to see. Anyways, so basically what Krysrain does in this deck is you gotta have certain units with different names to activate certain skills, like Krysrain's skill, other skills. As long as you have units or cards with different names, I think it's pretty much okay at that point. So it's kind of like Drawjewel with different grades. So it's kind of like a paradox, small paradox, but that's just me. So let's get on with the video very quickly, because there's a lot to cover, because there's a lot of names we need to go over, and a debut, because this is a full debut collection of set 1 of DZBT1. So that's gonna be fun. So for the right deck, we have our energy generator, and I'm covering her Lucier's titties with this, because why not? This is basically your access card to a lot of tournaments nowadays. I know it's kind of shitty, but it's essential. It's kind of like Speed World Field Spell in Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically, once every turn you get like a counter, and in this case you get Energy Charge 3, and your only limit is only 10. So that's the only limit you can have. Same with Speed World 1 and Speed World 2. Forgive me, guys. I've been kind of sick for a couple of weeks now. I'm Zoom. Grade 0, we have Wonder Lavender Ursule for our grade 0. And yes, she can be used in Marlene as well. Grade 1, we have Lively Navy Tiphaine. When this unit is ruled upon by Confident Aqua Musette, reveal the top card of your deck, call the rear guard if it is a grade 2 or less normal unit, and put it into your hand if it's not. So a trigger can go straight to your hand, which is good because you want an extra guard as well. So that'll be fun. Confident Aqua Musette for our grade 2. When this unit is ruled upon by grade 3 Vanguard with Krysrain in its card name, reveal the top card of your deck. Call the rear guard if it's a grade 3 or less normal unit. Only normal units. And put it into your hand if it's not. So, Tiphaine and Musette just brings out a lot of the good cards that we kind of need at that point. So, not so bad. Okay, the next one we have is the Grand High bitch herself, pretty much. Faded 1 of ever-changing Krysrain. Her first skill is just a natural one. It's a 1 turn only. It's a Counterblast 1 and perform one of the following. If you have 4 or more units with different card names, perform 2 instead of 1. Okay, good. And if you have 5 or more, perform all instead of 1. So that's great. The effect 1, draw a card and energy charge 3. Bravo. Energy charge, Effect number 2, choose one of your units and it gets 15,000 power during a turn, so it could be any unit, but a lot of people use Krysrain, so there you go. And effect 3, Krysrain gets +1 critical until the end of the turn. Okay, that's a good thing if you have all the components for it. And its divine skill is, at the end of the battle, this unit attacked a grade 3 or greater unit, return all rear guards to hand, choose up to 1 card from your hand, call the rear guard, and until the end of the turn, increase or decrease that unit's power and critical to match this unit. So, let's just say Krysrain gets like +2 critical from 2 triggers. She'll have 3 criticals. All that power and basically everything that Krysrain gains, that unit that was called upon by this effect gets all that shit. So, 3 criticals and the extra power to match hers. Awesome. And it wouldn't be, and since Krysrain was literally my very first Faded 1 deck to start off with, I decided to use the sleeves, the Faded ones. I need to get more of this guy, because if I'm going to get all the Faded 1 decks, I need to have them exactly like that one. And also sleeves to go with the right components, crystallize them. Alright, so for the main deck, we have some units in here that are one-ofs, but the rest of them are pretty much playsets or a few, 3 or 4 copies of them because they're essential. So for triggers, of course, for heals, we have Hush, Diva, Hortense for our first heal. We have Peaceful Garden, Anika. We have Talkative Hour, Tanmuz. I know she's got a reprint in the Festival Collection, and I wish I can get some more without this stuff here, but I didn't get that one, so unfortunately. Last one is Love That Cat, Lysanne for our heal triggers. Criticals, we have 1 copy of Cheerful Sunshine, Wallis. 1 copy of Shocking Candy, Ouris. 1 copy of Fluffy Lady, Godelieve. So we got that one. And then the last one we have is a personal choice, Surreal Voice, Gilberta for our last 1 copy, one of criticals. And then we have a playset of Precious Tune, Edwige, because, why not? It's nice to have an extra effect trigger to, put the card in the soul, gain 2,000 power, all that stuff. This is a personal choice, but I've always loved my fronts. So I have 3 copies of Snowskip, Palvi for our 3 fronts, because there is a chance that you might do a front trigger. I know draws are mostly the best bet for this deck because, a lot of times, you don't want to waste a front trigger on your entire front row when in fact there's nothing else there. But there is a chance that you might get it during your drive checks and get the extra power, but we'll see. But I do like the 20k shield value overall. And of course, we have the over trigger of choice, Fantastic Fur-nale, Catrina. And I chose it because it's the only one I pulled as like a FR. So it does look pretty cute, and I thought it'd be more sense because I could have gone with the other beast, but this one is pretty cute. And since Krysrain is like a mermaid with a bit of a rabbit or a bunny rabbit inspired kind of look, I figure we just might go with a little more animalistic kind of look along with some of the mermaids. So yeah, these are all a little bit one-ofs, which is something I'm having a hard time doing, but because this is not usually my forte. And the sleeves of choice, this is Pink Diamond from Dragon Shield and double sleeve right here in the clear. I do have the Krysrain sleeves, but I want her to be in complete perfection before I bestow upon her those sleeves. Alright, now moving on to the grade 1s. There's a lot to cover for this. We have, to begin with, we have the Krysrain support. We have 4 copies of Cynical Composer, Rarium, Riam. Her skill is continuous. During a battle, this unit boosted. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Krysrain in its card name, this unit gets 5,000 power. Awesome sauce. The secondary effect is the best one ever. When this unit boosts a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Krysrain in its card name, if you have 4 or more units with different card names, Energy Blast 3, and then to the end of that battle, when your opponent will call cards without Sentinel from hand to Guardian Circle, they must call 3 or more cards with different grades at the same time. So it's kind of like a whole little draw jewel, sneak a peek kind of thing. And yes, I do max out all the Krysrain support because I figured while we have the support, who cares? And there is a chance that Rayum might get retired from a skill, so it's always nice to have a backup plan in case something else goes wrong. Excuse me. The next one, another support is Smiley Albina. If you're a Vanguard with Krysrain in its card name, this unit gets 5,000 power and 5,000 to the shield. So there's 4 of those. Next, I have 3 copies of Cooling Heart Yuika. Unfortunately, I cannot get a 4th one, even though I think that's be a good choice, because this card's pretty good. It's a 1 turn only though. When your other unit in the same column as this unit is placed, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5,000 power in their turn. Okay, noted. Now, its other effect is it's just a normal one. At the end of battle, this unit boosts the rear guard, Soul Blast 1. Choose one of your boosted rear guards and return to the hand. That's all it pretty much does. So, these are definitely a 4-ofs and 3-ofs because I feel like they're essentials to the deck itself. It's only the perfect guards are placing 1-ofs. So, speaking of 1-ofs, we're going to go down the order where they're been debuted in the anime. So, this is the one part when she battled with Megumi and possibly with Taizo. So this is all down the list. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, she won against Megumi in Season 1 when she was barely starting out because she didn't know how to use a deck in real life, not Flesh and Blood. I can relate. And she faced Taizo in the Fade Clash. And she lost, but she gained a new perspective on things. Makes sense. So the first perfect card we're going to be debuting is Nocturne of Flickering Lambency Judith. Every time I hear Judith, I'm like, Judith! Slow down, Jesus! It's from a TV webisode from YouTube. So that was the first card that she was debuted. And here's another one, Soapy Splash Ravina. Because, I think she called Ravina to the circle and activate Krysrain's divine skill. That's what happened. But Judith was the one who appeared first. So it's Judith, Ravina. Second one from Taizo is Diva, a refreshing calm Christine. It's nice we have a bunny and a mermaid theme here going on. And this is a personal choice, and I'm trying to get more of this one because I like the artwork. This is Sturdy Sweets Semil. So I'm not sure if she runs this card personally, but this is a personal choice for complete guards. And I figured, why not? So that is the grade 1 lineup. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, are you serious? Yeah, I am serious. Don't like it? Tell shit. Okay. And I believe for grade 2s, we are running 12 grade 2s in this deck. So, here we go. So, the first one we'll be debuting is another Krysrain support. This is Innocent Orange Anise. Orange? Okay, she eats oranges down the sea. Okay, good for them. Okay, when this unit is placed on rear guard, if you have Vanguard Krysrain in its card name, Counterblast 1 and Energy Blast 3. Look at the top 5 cards in your deck. Choose up to one unit from among them with a different card name from your Vanguard and rear guard. So keep that in mind. Call the rear guard and shuffle the deck. Auto skill here. When this unit attacks the Vanguard, who's a grade 3 or greater, if you have 4 or more units with different card names, this unit gets 10,000 power until the end of the battle. That's all she does. So basically, she's your searcher for the deck. And that's why she's, to me, a 4 of, because she is essential. Speaking of essentials, here's this little doozy right here. And yes, I'm saying a doozy because it is a doozy. 4 copies of Dazzle Bubble Paradise Pressia. Oh, my mouth is dry for some reason. That's kind of scary. This is like your fodder for your ride deck or guard circle and all that stuff. So I'll explain why. When this unit is put on the Guardian Circle from hand or discard from hand while riding from a ride deck, Counter Blast 1 or Energy Blast 3, which I did not know at the time. I thought it was both. Nope, it's just one of each. And draw a card. When this unit is placed on Rear Guard, if you Persona Road this turn, Counter Blast 1 or Energy Blast 3, choose one of your units until the end of the turn, it gets 5,000 power. If you chose a Rear Guard, return that unit to hand from Rear Guard at the end of the turn. So, everyone's using these cards because of the guard ability, which is amazing to have. Oh shoot, hold on. Damn. This shit I do when I'm sick. I'm not even kidding. Oh. Not fun. Sorry guys, I gotta take a little break right there. Sorry about that. Okay, I think we're good. Let's continue. The final grade 2 we're gonna be mentioning is 4 copies of a Special Days Faustina. I like her ability because of skill. When this unit attacks, this unit gets 2,000 power in the battle for each of your other units. So I chose her because she gains a power, like a full field, around 12,000 power. If you got 5, including herself, well, yeah. So maybe like 10,000 power. So right then and there is 18,000 on top of the boost that she will be getting. So, and she's from the Set 3 collection, which I need more of, because that's where the new ride lines are. And then finally, here's the grade 3s. We have 3 more copies of Krysrain for personification and persona rideability. And her partner is Vivid Flash Wizme. When this unit attacks a grade 3 or greater unit, if your Vanguard is Krysrain in its card name, Counter Blast 1, and this unit gets plus 15,000 power in the battle. So it does do pretty big numbers at some points, but that's why it's called the waves of ever changing. And I think that's actually a song. I don't know, but I'll have to look it up. But yes, that is the grade 3 lineup. And if you all want to know, yes, I am playing 10 energies with Mikoto in the back. Actually, I think there's one in here I can show you guys. Yes. So, Mikoto Saito is the owner of Krysrain. So, I'll remember putting that name in the description box down below. But yeah, you guys, that is the full deck profile video of Fated 1 of Ever-Changing Krysrain. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Sorry I took a little bit longer to read because I have to read all the new stuff from each collection. And I'm going to just try to do it like this, make it more like, see how this thumbnail is going to look. But if not, I can always just change it. But yeah, you guys, that is the video for Krysrain. I hope you guys do enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like the content I do create on my channel, please subscribe, thumbs up for this, show some love, thumbs up, comment down below. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are, and if you guys have your own opinions. I am very open to different opinions, just not, harsh criticisms. But I'm okay with some critique. But anyways, you guys, that is it, and we have 19 minutes to spare. I'll catch you guys in the next video, and as always, I've been your host, Iron Frost, signing out.